Flora Nanadon, the Queen of Avonia, has asked Maria, her daughter, and Lashara, her niece, to visit her, mostly to see Kenshi, as well as other visitors. Kenshi encounters his classmate, Seres Taito Sekishi, who wants to run away with his girlfriend Izuki. On their way to the resort, Kenshi vows to help him so they can live happily together. While having pillow fights with the other girls, Thor develops a strong attraction to Kenshi. A group of bandits, led by Coraline and her daughter Lan, target Ceres and Dagmar as they are worth a lot due to breeding or hostages. Kenshi goes to save Ceres and Dagmar when they are both kidnapped. After the failed attack, Dagmar makes a deal with the bandits to include them in his future plans, while giving a bonus to Coraline, offering himself as quality breeding assistance so she can produce a child able to be a pilot. Dagmar is granted the bandits' entrance, while Lan, a bandit, is entering the Holy Land Academy. Dagmar convinces the student council to arrange a warrior competition, and all of the female students and faculty wager on Kenshi to win. As the race begins, everyone cheers on Aura and Kenshi, and the race eventually finishes with Kenshi winning after Aura gives up. Unbeknownst to everyone, Ulite and Dagmar launch an attack on the enemy forces, with the male sacred mecha masters siding with Dagmar. Dagmar attacks the Holy Land with the majority of the Academy's male sacred mecha masters, and is now taken over the whole Holy Land. The female students and staff are told to flee the Holy Land, which Dagmar's father Babylon is now captured. All hope is gone until Kenshi demonstrates his actual powers by piloting the white sacred mechanoid once more, to the delight of the females. While Kenshi had nearly destroyed all of the opposing sacred mechanoids with ease, Chihia's elder sister Mixai is revealed to be Doll, who pilots the black sacred mechanoid and is controlled by Babylon. While Kenshi and Doll are fighting to a stalemate, Babylon exposes his actual intentions, and Kenshi is forced to retreat while thinking of Doll and Mixai. Babylon conquers the Holy Land and gains ownership of Gaia's shield. The church begins to debate what steps should be done to combat him and reclaim the Holy Land. Meanwhile, Lashara is concerned. After what happened with Kenshi declaring himself to be a sacred mecha master and demonstrating his talents, she is doubtful whether he would continue to serve her now that other nations are aware of his existence. Still reeling from Dagmar's betrayal, Chihaya confronts Dagmar about why he helped his father, and she is persuaded to kill Kenshi. Chihaya goes out to kill Kenshi when he is sleeping, but is unable to do so after recognizing that he is too innocent. Later, Chihaya tells Dagmar that she will not join him. Dagmar discloses his true plans, prompting the Swan to launch a full-scale offensive to reclaim Chihaya. Kenshi arrives just in time to overcome Dagmar's guards and save Chihaya. Doll reappears with a shield of Gaia in front of Kenshi, and its deadly power compels Kenshi and the Swan to flee to Shurifan, Aura's home. Kenshi and Chihaya share a late-night conversation. Chihaya notices the red string on Kenshi's necklace during the conversation, and realizes that she has affections for him. After landing in Shurifan, King Shurifan, Aura's father, challenges Kenshi to determine if he has what it takes to be a true warrior. Kenshi breezes through each stage, beating the king to each checkpoint. However, he just loses out in first place in the end. The king is perplexed until he witnesses Kenshi taking deviations on the final, risky stage, simply to obtain food, including the rare, delectable mushroom that elves are always going crazy for. The king chuckles and confesses defeat, as well as deciding to offer Aura to Kenshi as his bride. The attack on Shurifan's castle and city is launched by Doll and Dagmar. The competition between Kenshi and King Shurifan causes no harm to anyone, and the king faces Dagmar. However, Doll and the Shield of Gaia overwhelm him until Kenshi arrives to save him. Meanwhile, Doll attacks the church after the Swan makes its escape. Babylon appears to have figured out how to employ neglected transporters in each country's churches to launch devastating sneak strikes on the capital cities of the surrounding territories. Kenshi saves an escape pod from a church messenger ship. While Kenshi and Chihaya scout the area, Ria II, a church member, is brought into the Swan. The Swan arrives at Avonia to see the capital city in ruins. Following the raid, Cordeline's bandits gain control of the Meteor Fall, a Havonian defense weapon, a giant, hovering platform, larger than the Swan, that drops giant boulders on anything below. Yukine and her sacred mechanoid save the Swan just as it is about to be destroyed, allowing Kenshi to take out both the bandits and the weapon in one shot. They arrive in Havonia's basement area, where Flora and Maria are currently dwelling, and after some discussion, they arrive at the question of who owns Kenshi and who Kenshi wishes to accompany. Even after receiving advice from the other girls, Kenshi remains undecided about who he should go with. He finally approaches Lashara, who begs him to remain by her side. Kenshi decides to purchase the Swan from Lashara and turn it into an independent state where anyone can seek sanctuary, after telling her that he will defend her. When the gang sees Ceres being besieged by bandit sacred mecha masters while traveling on the Swan, mayhem ensues. Kenshi goes to save Ceres, only to be trapped with her in a sacred mecha master reactor that is set to explode due to overloading. However, something inside Kenshi changes, and he can no longer forgive those who have wronged Ceres, and half of the white sacred mechanoid turns black, prompting him to compress the reactor and launch it elsewhere. Ceres, Chihaya, and Aura rescue Hazuki while Kenshi attacks a hideout. Kenshi goes mad and takes out all the sacred mechanoids, even hurling Cliff Cleese off of a cliff with his crippled mechanoid, injuring himself and causing Dagmar to have a painful experience. Later, Ceres and Hazuki board the Swan. while Kenshi and the others travel to the barrier workshop to see Chihiya's father, Nawa Flan. Nawa informs him about the Sacred Mechanoid, Sacred Mecha Master, and Sacred Mecha Lord's histories. Nawa also mentions Mixaya and the Lost Warrior, referring to Kenshi, but she is unable to tell him anything about him. And that's it for this video. If you like videos like these, a sub and a like will be appreciated. Until next time, stay safe out there.